Hello friends, I am Lauren and welcome to the Global Pulse. Here are the latest development in the Israel-Hamas conflict. Israeli tanks advance towards refugee camps in Gaza. Netanyahu says, "We will eradicate Hamas." Israel-Hamas war. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has once again mentioned conducting a military operation in Rafah, Gaza. Along with this, Netanyahu said that they are continuously working to bring back all the hostages. Whether alive or dead, everyone will be brought back home. In Jabalia, Gaza, there is intense fighting between the Israeli army and Hamas fighters. Israel claims that Hamas fighters have once again gathered in Jabalia. To eliminate them, a military operation is being conducted. In a video released by the news agency Reuters, Israeli tanks can be seen advancing towards the refugee camps in Jabalia. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has also mentioned conducting a military operation in Rafah, located on the border of Gaza and Egypt. During a Memorial Day speech, Prime Minister Netanyahu said that they will not rest until Hamas is eradicated, regardless of the cost. He also emphasized the commitment to bringing back all hostages held by Hamas by any means necessary. Additionally, he claimed that half of the people killed in Gaza are Hamas fighters, disputing the reported number of civilian casualties. Last week, the Israeli army ordered Palestinians living in Rafah to leave the refugee camp and move towards Khan Yunis and al-Mawasi. Since then, 300,000 Palestinians have left Rafah. It is being speculated that Israel may soon launch an assault on Rafah, claiming that several Hamas brigades are present there and are continuously attacking Israeli soldiers. Hamas, on the other hand, has denied its presence in Rafah. Meanwhile, the United States has once again opposed the Israeli military operation in Rafah. The United Nations has also appealed to Israel not to conduct military operations in Rafah. Rafah is the only area where Israeli soldiers have not yet reached. If Israel conducts a military operation here, massive destruction is inevitable. People have taken to the streets in support of Palestine. It has been over 7 months since the war between Hamas and Israel began, and protests have been ongoing since then. On Monday, hundreds of people took to the streets in Hebron, West Bank, in support of Palestine, carrying banners and posters, calling on Arab countries to take immediate action to end the conflict in Gaza. People have also appealed to the United States. Protests are continuously taking place across Europe, including the United States, to stop the massacre in Gaza and to call for a ceasefire. This unrest has also spread to universities. A similar situation was seen on Monday at the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Here, students and staff were upset with the police action on Wednesday. There were intense clashes between the two. The violent actions of the police against the students have been strongly condemned. The United States shows stern displeasure with Israel. For the first time, the United States has expressed concern over the ongoing war in Gaza and has strongly condemned Israel in harsh terms. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken explicitly stated that Israel has violated international humanitarian law in Gaza and has acted inconsistently with its obligations. He also mentioned that Israel should withdraw from Gaza. This statement is the harshest so far. UN criticizes military action in Gaza. The United Nations has already criticized the Israeli military action against Palestinians. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres stated that the number of Palestinians killed in Gaza is very high. Speaking at a conference in Nairobi, Kenya, he noted that more people have been killed in Gaza in the past few months than in Ukraine over the last 2 years of the Russian invasion. The UN Secretary General warned that Israeli military action in Rafah will lead to massive destruction. Despite these warnings, Israel is conducting large-scale military operations in Rafah, southern Gaza. This is having devastating and destructive effects on the people taking refuge there. More than half of Gaza's 2.2 million population have taken refuge in Rafah. Turkish president accuses the United States. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has criticized Western countries for the lack of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. President Erdogan claimed that the United States and European countries are not making sufficient efforts to pressure Israel into a ceasefire in Gaza. He condemned the Israeli attacks in Gaza and also called for an immediate ceasefire. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. See you soon.